So I have the GT500E before me, and this is 30 or so cars that we have already built. The Gone in 60 Seconds movie car. But I have something really, really special that harks onto this, but is an iteration of our own design based on that car, and which is this car. So this is, in all intents and purposes, again a GT500E. It looks very much the same. Of course, the color is a giveaway; it's a different color. But other than that, if you look at the front of it, if you look at these arches, these are completely redesigned based on that original design, but they've been redesigned. They're more protruding, and they are designed so that they look like they've been stuck on rather than being molded on into the body. Then we have the scoop, which is approximately raised 1.5 inches from the original scoop. So this is more higher and more slanted, more longer. The front nose of this car is approximately 1.52 inches longer, so it gives a much longer profile to the front end of the car. Harks back to those 70s pro touring cars which used to have a really long front. So kind of that sort of design. Then we come to the sides. The side exit uh, lower end, this has been redesigned, slightly different from the original car. The whole of the back end, now this is very interesting. So the whole of this back end has been fat-fendered. It's about 2.5 inches more than the standard car. So if you look at that standard car over there, uh, and then you compare this, so this is a much more wider, aggressive stance. So one of the reasons for doing that is we wanted to put 20 by 12s under this car, and the original car has 20 by 10s on it, and now this car has 20 by 12s. It's a much wider wheel on this car. So when we did this whole profile, uh, we changed the top end of the scoops to the GT350 scoops, which are bigger, because now, once it comes out, those original scoops would not really gel well together. And these have been molded, the scoops on the side, these have been molded into the fat fender, so they don't stick out like the original car. So these are some of the changes. Again, the door handles were done in billets. They are black, so this is a black on black. So everything, all the chrome has been blacked out on this car. The wheels, 20 by 12s in the back and 18 by 8s in the front, specially made for this car. So it's a very, very special wheel design on the car. Now coming up to the back, pretty similar to the original car, except that this ducktail spoiler has been accentuated just about 0.5 of an inch higher than the original car, and that just gives it a much more aggressive look, especially with the fat fendering. It looks really nice. Coming up to the side, we've taken off the gas cap that comes on the GT500E. So instead of that cap, we have a much more racing cap, which is kind of like the Shelby Cobra, that sort of design on the cap over here. But one of the most difficult differences that was very hard to accomplish was this roof rake. So the original Mustang suddenly, abruptly rakes in the back, and what we did was we've made it more slanted. We've brought the whole roof line down approximately an inch, but that just changes the whole profile and gives it a much more European pro touring sort of look, and I think just blends well into the body, especially being a black car. These lines are very important. So the stance is very important on these cars, and this car is lowered approximately 2.5 inches from the standard car. It's sitting at approximately 7 inches off the ground. But then our design, that's much lower actually. That's at approximately 6 inches, 5.5 in the front. A very aggressive lowered stance, but that with the 20-inch wheels and the 18s really sets it apart. Comparing the two, this looks really, really aggressive compared to that car. And the stance basically makes the whole car look longer, wider, meaner. Not only that, it gives you a center lower of gravity, and that just helps you with the whole handling of the car, how the car performs, how the car handles, makes it a very good driver. The interior of this car is completely different to the GT500E, the movie car, and there's no resemblance other than in the dash area. So coming up to the first thing which you notice as soon as you get in is that my driving position is much lower. I'm sitting in a race car rather than a road car. Another difference is that we've used the door cards out of a 65 Mustang. The center console on this car again is very different. We have the joystick, which is it's a manual transmission, which is much lower, much more like a sports car or a modern sports car. We have our cup holder, we have all of our buttons up here, and we have a start button here, power windows, and a couple of other controls over there. But one of the interesting bits is this part where you have the original car, you have a stereo over here. So what we've done is we fitted an AC unit in the middle, which looks very similar to the stereo, and we have these dummy knobs just to replicate the stereo. There's no music on this car, but it just makes it look like the music system right over there, although that's now an AC unit. This car has a nitrous button. There's a nitrous bottle in the back as well, but this is for show. If you look at the steering wheel, so this is again the same one that you have on the GT500E, but we've done this in a forest black tan instead of the wood tan that comes on that car. Exactly the same, but just those subtle differences, because this is again a black on black, so we didn't want too many of colors on the car itself. The vents on this car are very special. They have been done out of billet steel, so they are one-offs as well, and they have a lot of detail on them, which just makes the whole thing look very, very special. The layout of the dash again is very similar to the original car. It's exactly like that, but instead of the brushed steel, we've gone for the black again, because this is black on black, so there's no point going on brushed steel. The seats are one-offs on this car, so they've been basically reshaped and remodeled out of a 2005 Mustang seat base, although completely custom. And there's the Rayans Rides logo that is being embroidered onto it, and the center line that comes very similar to a Lamborghini. The whole interior looks much more plusher, much more meaner. Now this is a much more detailed boot, very similar to the GT500Es, but we've got the NOS bottle over here, again dummy NOS bottle, and we've got our battery cutoff switch because the battery is hidden away inside the car, and we've got our jack points over here just in case we need to jump start the car. So the engine bay again is very, very detailed compared to the GT500Es. Those have again covers on the top, but not to this extent of detail. You've got a Roush intake on this car compared to the original car, which just has a normal filter. And we have replicated the same design of the Roush on the other side, just to balance this whole front end. When you look at it, it looks very much like a show car. It's been built to look like that. Looks beautiful, looks amazing. The cars, both of them have the Coyote 5.0 Gen 3. Mechanically, they are very similar. One of the biggest differences on them is that this car is a full frame chassis, and this car is a connected frame chassis. And again, the stance you cannot replicate unless you do a full frame chassis like that. Most of the design elements again come through because of the full frame chassis.